I have this idea. This sounds great. Let's try it. I have full creative freedom. I can do whatever I want. We can test everything, what works, what doesn't.
MobileGroove at now. As always, women in leadership, I would not miss it. It's a great place to connect with leaders, up and coming leaders, hear about their problems, but also their solutions. And I come to you, Senni, not because I want to give you compliments, but I have to say it is amazing because what you have done, you're at a tech company, at Geeklab, and you're recognized now on social. I saw it. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
I think that's important.
And I like to think of it in a way where kind of navigating and still trusting that you have your own place in it.
You know, you're in an industry and in a company. When I think of, Geeklabs, it's like you can't come in and put your, hands on your shoulders and do the Superman thing they were telling us about, because that's not going to fly.
Yeah, it is definitely something that you need to think about, because obviously you want to lead with an example. So take those actions, but also set an example on how you want your team to work. How can I work now so that I can become a good leader at some point? And hopefully I will have a team at one point or some point, and hopefully I'll be a good leader at that point.
Because you're on this journey, you're starting this journey, and that's always the tough one, because a solid company, and then it scales, and then it loses a bit of that. But I'm pleased to see the brand voice is still there, very strong, very eclectic, we'll call it.
Oh yeah. Well, at this point, all of it is my work. Well, no, I can't say all of it, because obviously we have big characters in the company, and we do like to utilize that. For us, it's also a great asset to just use our founder team, our employees, because there's so much potential and so many voices inside the company that definitely have something to say. But yeah, I would say it's very eclectic, like you said.
It's very eclectic, but you're going to have to keep it authentic. What are you going to do to keep it? It is going to grow. It's going to evolve, because that's just the market.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about how to keep that? Because that is actually what attracted me and got me interested in your company in the first place, even when it started.
We have a very strong culture, and that's the thing that we show outside. But it's true that when the company grows, it's very likely that the culture changes. So in order to keep that, I guess we'll just have to find the right kind of people in terms of maybe not their skill set, because you can learn everything. I mean, I myself didn't have any marketing background when I started. They were just looking for the right kind of person. So maybe that's one way to make sure that you really have a cultural fit in future hirings, or just have an established culture that you still keep strongly within the company and still continue to show that outside as well.
I'm intrigued that you didn't. I mean, for me, when I have interactions with you, it's just you just seem like this is what you were, trained and born to do. So what is your background?
Actually, it's a funny story, my origin story. So I was not in gaming space at all. I was an office manager. The Geeklab guys, they happened to be my customers at the time. So I was managing the office co-working office that they were working at. And at one point, I think I have the world's longest job interview, because we worked together for I'd say a year and a half. And then one day they were just like, hey, we're looking for someone for our head of marketing. And they were like, you have some marketing background, right? I said, absolutely not. And they were like, okay, but do you want to be our head of marketing? I said, yes, let's go. And let's say a week after that, I had already signed the paperwork and all that.
I love it.
So it was a very long process that I did not know was a work interview or job interview, but it was the best outcome. And now I've been with the company for almost 4 years.
It's just cool. And that cool factor is part of your core. I mean, I think of it as almost your competitive edge.
Yeah,
in a way.
For sure. Yeah.
So how do you come up with the ideas? Because some of your marketing ideas, I have to say, are off the wall.
They're off the wall. I would love to say that there's a specific formula, there's something crazy that we do, but honestly, everything is spur of the moment. It's either me or Jesse coming up with something out of pocket, and
Yeah.
it's just like, hey, I have this idea. This sounds great. Let's try it.
Let's
I
just
guess
try it.
that's our strength also. We're so agile in what we do. I have full creative like freedom. I can do whatever I want. We can test everything, what works, what doesn't.
Very cool.
And that's just the way we navigate.
And then in a culture like that, you're not afraid of failing because you have an attitude of like, let's just try this.
Yeah.
That fear of failure that is a difficulty for everyone, not just women, but keeping that energy, keeping that, yeah, why not? Let's try it. Any thoughts about how to keep that fresh? Because I mean, people listening in, they're going to be like, you know what? We want to be cool like that too. You know, there are a lot of companies that they feel a little stale, they feel a little old, little tired. But what's your advice to tired companies to get the Geeklab energy?
Bravery to try new things, but also I know it's not realistic in like bigger companies who have very like a
True.
structured like a marketing department and you have hierarchies and all that. It's not the same. But for smaller companies who have that freedom, it's just like try it out. What's the worst thing that can happen? Because everything that you do organically is obviously it's free. You can just like push it out there. LinkedIn is great for like getting that reach. So trying it out. That's
Whose idea was the cartoon? Because I just loved being in it, I have to say.
Yeah.
It was, for me, it was like, now I am in the tribe. You know, I'm like, you know, I've been doing everything for 20 years, pocket gamer, podcast host, and I always felt like, yeah, I'm there, but I'm sort of like, you know, outside. It was just like, oh, that was just like a warm embrace, really. But whose idea was it? Was it yours?
I have to say it was actually like a collective.
Okay.
This was a fun thing that we talked about at the office, which snowballed, and we probably talked about it for like 15 minutes. Like, hey, we have this idea, and we were laughing so much at like we had crazy ideas. This was so much fun, and then it just started from there, and then it took a couple of days to produce, and that was it.
I think it's going to fly. I think there's going to be more of it.
Exactly. I'm going to do a little cliffhanger here and say we have some more stuff coming.
Oh,
for sure.
We have more things coming. Yes.
More things coming.
Because it is enjoyable, because, you know, sometimes LinkedIn feels like death scrolling. It's like, oh, I have a new job, and I'm happy to announce that I'm speaking at this webinar. It's like, I get it, and I celebrate with you. I'm not saying I'm not, but, and then you have this, it's like, what is that? So, I mean, you know, it is about getting attention. And I think without even knowing it, maybe it's because you don't have a marketing background, Senni, that you have our attention because you're not trying hard.
That could be. That could be just like maybe my ideas come from somewhere else, and then I just like, I have the freedom to do it. So that is a great formula.
It's a great team, I have to say.
Yeah.
I've had some great interviews. My favorite is like, and it went viral, you know, we're just hanging out end of day, drinking beer on a rooftop and talking about like measurement and hanging out. It's just so easy. It's so easy to talk to you as a person as well. So I'd like to leave with a little bit of what we overthink, because obviously you're not. So a lot of people are overthinking things. Help us end on that note of, why not? You know, just sometimes you just have to say what the and do it, right? So I'll leave you with that.
Actually, I will give my biggest takeaway from this day, because at the leadership event here, we had a great panel where one of the key takeaways from there was everyone poops. Like literally everyone poops. So
this is true.
Imposter syndrome is kind of like avoidable when you just remember that. You're like, we're all in the same situation here.
We're all human.
Yeah.
And we have our, you know, we have our positives, our negatives, and that's a good way to end it. I mean, it's just really genuine. Like you, Senni, I mean, it was I'm just so happy I could just find you spontaneously here and make the most of the moment, which is what I think is in your DNA.
Yes, I like to think so too.
I love it. All the best, and I'm looking forward to that next installment and everything else next at Geeklab. You guys are on a trajectory. I'll be watching.
Yes, the seatbelts are buckled at this point.
I love it. We strap ourselves in for the ride.
Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you.